Hello my Leos, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. I'm bringing you your reading for May, your general reading for May 2018. Thank you all for your support, and those of you waiting for your free readings, I've done half of them. I still have to work through the other half. I apologize for that, but I do actually have to get these May readings prepared and uploaded. So I'll definitely get to your readings as soon as possible. And those of you that received your readings, thank you so much for your positive feedback. And also, please remember to like the video. Because some videos I get 6,000 views and 200 likes or 150 likes. So please, if you don't do anything else, please click that like button and like my video. I appreciate that. And obviously, share the video. Subscribe. For those of you that haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And please feel free to put your comments below if any of the reading resonated with you. And what else? If one of you could timestamp where the tarot section of this reading actually starts, because now I'm going to do the usual astrological synopsis, maybe about 10 minutes if I don't waffle on for too long. So for those of you that don't want to listen to the astrology part of this, please feel free to just fast forward to how many ever minutes it is, maybe about 10 minutes, something like that, because I've already just spoken for about 3 minutes, okay? Okay, so astrology. Okay, I'm recording this on the 27th of April. So this video is from today until the end of May, but obviously we have some major astrological transits coming in at the middle of the month, and the new energy will come in. Okay, so I will do an update. I'll try and do an update around the middle of the month, the third week of the month. But for some of us, and for many of us who are in tune with ourselves, our life purpose, our higher selves, and the cosmic energy, you may already be feeling this energy. You may have felt it a month or two ago. It may have had some impact in your life. It just depends on how aware and conscious you are of your own spirit and the collective energy, okay? So it doesn't always, people do not always just start feeling this energy according to the astrological timetable of when the planets move. Some people feel it months in advance, weeks in advance, okay? So that being said, the big change maker now that's coming in is Uranus. Now, why Uranus is a big deal is because it only changes signs every 7 years, okay? And it is moving into Taurus for the next 7 years. Now, for those of you that don't know about the energy of Uranus, Uranus is a ruling sign of Aquarius that rules sciences, new innovation, medicine, technology, that type of thing, okay? Uranus energy can be a very nervous energy, okay? Very unpredictable, very dynamic. If Uranus is negatively aspected, it can come into your life, and the impact it can have is like pulling a rug out from under your feet. It's like, man, I didn't see that coming, okay? On the other hand, it's going to be in Taurus. So Taurus is an earth sign. And so because it's an earth sign, it should ground that erratic, sometimes chaotic, unpredictable Uranian energy. It will ground it, okay? And Uranus is also going to be positively aspected. So if it does show up in your life, be sure that it's for a reason. It's because it wants to purify and cleanse that area of your life, to liberate you from, and to liberate us from things that no longer serve us, that we've outgrown, energies that are stuck, they're stagnant. It's like a, it's like when a storm comes, when you have thunderstorms and things like that, it's kind of frightening and lightning when you're hearing it and you're experiencing it, but when it passes, the air is fresh and clean. Uranus is kind of like that, okay? And so you have Uranus is going to be in Taurus, an earth sign, for the next 7 years. So you've got this unpredictable, innovative energy combined with Taurian energy. Now, the Uranian energy in the tarot deck is depicted by the Tower. Taurian energy is depicted by, or one of the Taurian cards is depicted by the Empress, okay? Mother Gaia, the Earth, okay? Taurian energy is about beauty, grace, prosperity, and abundance, and family, and love, and value, those things that you love and value in your life. So you've got these two energies coming together that will harmonize, okay? However, that being said, if Uranus does show up, it's showing up because there is a change that we need to make in our lives, okay? And that change will be liberating. It will give you a sense of freedom, okay, where you can be your authentic self and have an opportunity to express your authentic self in the world, okay? So, because Uranus is positively aspected, hopefully, okay, it should bring very pleasant surprises, okay? But there may be surprises that come out of the blue. Okay, so that's the background. Now, Uranus in Taurus, Leo, is going to be in your 10th house of career and money, okay? And so do expect changes in how you make your money, how, your career, maybe even your life purpose. You may have been in a career for a very, very long time, and you may decide to change careers. You may decide to open a business. You may decide, do you want to leave the old job and look for a new job? Okay, so around the middle of the month, Leo's there's going to be a lot of communication with, you're going to be talking about it and expressing it, what's going on with your career and your money and the changes that you would like to make. Okay, there may have been changes you wanted to make for a long time. And with Mercury in the fray, going direct, Mercury is a planet of communication, with Uranus, the planet of thinking outside the box, new innovation, technology, science, alternative medicine, that type of thing. Those coming together, you may find that you have an aha moment or a creative idea that comes from out of the blue, from nowhere, right? When when Mercury and Uranus come together, it's nearly like some of us may get a flash insight of genius, like just an idea that comes into your mind. So if you get any ideas like that, don't dismiss it. Write it down, because this may be something, a new idea that you can implement that will increase your abundance, will increase your cash flow or your finances, okay? And also, so Uranus is moving into Taurus at the middle of the month. So that might be a little shaky there, okay? And also, no, I'll go to that in a minute. I'm jumping ahead. So your 10th house, okay, of career, money, it all in your life purpose, it also, your 10th house also speaks to your status or your status, okay? So your status may change, where if you were married, you may be single, or if you're single, you may get married, okay, or be in a committed relationship. You may change jobs. You may decide you want a new career, okay, and also it's about completions, ending one cycle and starting a new cycle, okay. New work, new career. Your status, it's about your reputation. So you may need to be a little bit flexible with this Uranian energy when it first shifts and moves until the dust settles, okay? And also in the middle of the month, you may also want to be aware that there may be some tension or conflict with, it's in your partnership house, okay? So it doesn't have to necessarily be your spouse or romantic partner. It could be with a co-worker, it could be with a supervisor, it could be with your business partner. So just be careful around the middle of the month about tension there, you know, try and keep the peace and don't, you know. And also, you also have Mars in your relationship sector. So for those of you looking for relationships, wanting to be in a relationship, this would be a good time to be proactive. You know, for those of you that date online, maybe update your profile, go online that way, or get out and about, you know, with your groups of friends and your social circles, if you're seeking a relationship. And then also in the 3rd week, the sun is going to be in your 11th house of your groups and your communities, you know, getting together with like-minded people, new friendships. So this is a good time around about the 3rd week to just get out, you know, with your friends and meet new people, network, your groups and community like-minded people, things like that, okay? And then at the end of the month, we have a full moon in Sagittarius in your 5th house, Leo. So Sagittarius is about seeing the bigger picture, a broader perspective, okay? It's also with this water trine that we're going to have also around the same time, you could also be looking at spirituality, you know, what spirituality means for you, okay? In a very deep, authentic way, okay? Not the religion and spirituality you grew up with from your mama, you know, your mama, your grandparents, your grandma, you know, not that it doesn't have merit. Yes, it has merit. You know, it was the foundation. But now a lot of people now are going to be wanting to push the envelope and stretch and expand out of that box, because they realize there's just, when it comes to spirituality, there's so much more unexplored areas out there, okay? But whatever it is, or whatever you decide to do in the area of spirituality, it's going to be in connection with what it authentically means to you. Not to anybody else, but to you, Leo, okay? And what else do we have? But in the 5th house, we also have the end of the month, beautiful energy of, you know, getting out there and having fun, joy, intimacy, you know? So for those of you that are in relationships and partnerships, you might feel that your intimacy with your partnership deepens and grows at this time at the end of the month. It's a great time for romance and just basically doing the things that you enjoy. Okay, Leo? So that is the end of the astrological update. Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful. So let's start your tarot reading. I like to give a little bit of insight into the astrological planetary influences in the collective, because it can also lend some insight into the energies that you're experiencing on an everyday level in your life. Okay, so those of you that are new to my channel, what I do is, to save time, I shuffle the cards, lay them out, and then put them back in the deck exactly the same way as I pulled them, okay? And then the confirmation cards I will shuffle on deck. I do this to save time because as it is, these readings are already 30-40 minutes long. And the thing is, it's not that I don't want to do the readings that long if it's called for, but my poor recording equipment struggles. As soon as it gets to about 30 minutes, it starts showing me I do not appreciate this reading's getting too long here, and it just cuts out, okay? And that is why you'll see a part 1, a part 2, and it looks as though I may already be into 20 minutes here. So please look for a part 2, Leo. If you don't see part 2 trending, just go into my video library, it will be in there. Okay. The first card in the center of your reading, Leo, is the Two of Swords. So it looks as though there was something that you were ignoring or that you didn't want to make a decision on. It looks as though you may be ready to make a decision on it, whatever the case is, okay? Then crossing you, we have the Eight of Cups. 3 cards came up here. The Moon in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. So what that is saying to me here is, whatever decision it was that you didn't want to make and now you have decided to make, it could have been that you didn't have enough information, but it looks as though the information you were waiting for will be revealed, or a secret was revealed, or something was revealed, okay? And it looks as though, I don't know, it looks as though you may be, I'm not sure here if you're walking away from a situation or you're thinking about going back to a situation, because you don't want this Tower moment to come in. And I'm sure, Leo, I'm sure I had this reading for you last month, either in your love reading or your general reading, that someone may be going back to a situation because they don't want the situation to transform, or they don't want the situation to end. Okay, let's see what situation, what area of your life this is coming up in. Okay. The next card in your foundation is money. So this decision that you have to make, or you're about to make, could have something to do with your work, your job, or how you make your money, or working on a skill. You may be going back to in an apprenticeship of some kind. You may be working on a skill. You're working very hard here at something where you do not want, you do not want the tower to come crashing down. You don't want this situation to end or change or transform. I'm not exactly sure on that. I have to wait until I pull some more cards. But whatever it is, it looks as though it has something to do with your work. Okay, and it's something that you're working very hard at right now, okay? Yeah, I think it has something to do with your work, your money, the way you make your money. It looks as though you're trying to build something here. You're building something with a group of people, maybe. You may be working on a relationship, trying to build a relationship. Yeah, but your whoever it is you're working with, there's a collaboration going on here, okay? And I got, let me see, what was this? Oh no, this was the outcome. Was it? No. Okay, sorry, I thought I put them back in the deck wrong. Okay, so that's a Fool in reverse. So, Leo, you're thinking about, it's nearly as though you want to start something new. You know a new phase is coming towards you where you're going to need to jump into something new, something unfamiliar. Okay, into a new cycle of an area of your life. But it seems as though you know you have to at some point, but you don't want to right now. You're trying to stop this transformation from happening by going back to a situation, and it has something to do with your work. Okay. In your near future, you have the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny in reverse. So, something here, you have the Tower in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, there's something here that you are preventing from moving forward. There's something that it's come to an end of a cycle the way it is. It doesn't need to mean that you're actually going to leave that situation, as well as you may, but the way it exists right now, you're trying to hold on and keep it where it is. You're working very hard so that to stop this tower from coming, to stop transformation and change coming. Okay? But it looks as though it's inevitable with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower in your spread. And it looks as though it's time for you to move out of your comfort zone and jump into something new, into something you're unfamiliar with, but you're blocking it. If you're not blocking it, there's someone in your environment that's blocking this change, that's blocking this green light. Okay? But it looks as though you have changed your mind and your perspective on something. You are looking at it. You were ignoring it before. You are looking at it. You are working hard with somebody. Could be co-workers, could be a partner. But I think this is more money and career. Okay? To keep things the way they are. It's nearly as though you know that this inevitable change is coming, but you're just not ready for it yet, okay? So the next card is, this is how you see yourself, the Magician. So you know that you have what it takes to create whatever you want in your life, Leo. You know that you've mastered that skill and you can manifest whatever it is you want in your life, okay? And as a matter of fact, when this card comes up like that, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune here and the Tower, it's timely. The universe is in this with you. You're co-creating. But there's something here that's keeping the situation stuck. Okay, this definitely has something to do with your work or your business. People that are self-employed. And it's nearly as though you feel as though you don't have enough money or financial security to make this change, this inevitable change that's coming, okay? Yeah. And you fear letting go. This is someone that needs to let go. They're holding on too tight to a situation to keep it stuck, to keep it the same. You know, they don't want to deal with the new changes and the transformations, and they don't want to deal with it. And this person is afraid to let go. Okay? And you've got the Chariot in reverse, not moving forward. You're mentally stuck. Or someone in this situation is mentally stuck and does not want to move forward. Okay? Yep, Leo. And then we have the Star. So the Star means that You've lost faith in your dreams. You've lost faith. And you're holding back because you've lost faith in what you were dreaming for or your goals. It's nearly as though you don't feel that the universe has got your back. You don't feel that that you can realize your dreams. But Leo, you can. This is you. You can. Okay? And good grief, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Hangman. So this is someone that's stuck again. They're not doing anything. Well, actually, on the one hand, they're not ready to move forward. It's confirming the Fool in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Okay? So, and it's as though you feel as though you need to wait for divine timing. And you're praying about it, you're waiting for a sign, you're waiting for divine timing before you move forward, okay? Well, you're going to have to pray about that because you've got the Tower in reverse, you've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it can mean that the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower and the Star are waiting for you to have more confidence that you can move this thing forward and be successful and achieve your dreams, okay? And it looks as though you're going back to something, or you're thinking about going back to something to avoid the Tower moment, or to, what do you call it? Buy time. It's nearly like you're trying to buy time because you don't feel that it's the right time to move forward, and you're hanging on. Okay, let me confirm these cards. Yeah, this is going to be another long reading, probably going to 2 parts, so look for the second part in my video library, okay, Leo? And this isn't for all of you Leos now. This is just for some of you Leos who are afraid, who feel it's not the right time to push that reset button. And like I said, today is 27th of April. So with Uranus coming in a couple of weeks, for those of you who have not felt the impact of the change agent, the Uranus, this is maybe where you are today, okay? But this could change dramatically in the next couple of weeks. I don't know whether you're supposed to move out of this situation, stay in the situation, but guess who will know? Uranus. And if you're trying to hold back and stop the inevitable from happening, it will happen anyway. Okay, so you may as well, if you know that there's a change that needs to happen, you may as well get ahead of the curve so the impact is not so drastic. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like nearly as though you're confused. In the center of your reading, you're confused. It's nearly as though you've given up the fight. It's like you've just resigned yourself. It's like sort of resignation. You may have a lot of options. You don't know which one to choose. This card also signifies everything that glitters not gold, and you know that, Leo. So I think that you're holding back because you're afraid of not making the right choice. and you've just resigned yourself, sort of, you've kind of given up the struggle, given up the fight, and you're just waiting on divine timing. You're looking at the situation now. Before you were ignoring it. So it looks as though you're close to making a decision, but you're holding back, waiting for divine timing, because you want to make the right choice. You want to make a conscious, wise choice, okay? Why is a tower in reverse? I'm not going to confirm every single one of these cards. Why is a tower in reverse? I hope you like my music, guys. And now I've had a few complaints about my music, not calling any names, where they've left their comments. Okay, so the tower is in reverse. So this could be you, Leo, the Queen of Wands, because this is a fire sign. Or it could have something to do with a person who is a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, that may be involved in this situation. But this Queen of Wands is someone that's very vivacious, okay? When they walk into a room, they could, they don't even have to open their mouth, just their energy goes ahead of them. They take command of the room because their energy, they're so positive, so inspiring, okay? So, and I feel this is the way, Spirit is saying to me that this is probably the approach you should be taking, because this is your card. You're showing up in your reading. You should be vivacious, confident, inspirational, and also this person is also spiritual. They follow their hunches, okay? They allow themselves to be guided by spirit and divine guidance. So this is how you should be showing up. Very confident, Leo, okay? And like I said, that's either you or it's someone else involved in this situation. What are you working on? What are you working on, Leo? You're working very hard here. The Eight of Pentacles. What are you working on? Ah, well, this was what came out first. Leo, you're working on being independent, self-sufficient, autonomous. You're working on the freedom that you get from financial and emotional autonomy. This could also be someone that may be thinking about starting their own business. But this is a card of someone that may be single. If they're not single, if they're in a partnership, they're looking for that autonomy where they can be themselves, where they can be self-sufficient. But this person here is in their own garden, minding their own business, but tending to all their pentacles and everything they've worked for and accumulated, all their luxuries. This person likes nice things too, okay? So right now, in the foundation of your reading, Taurus, this is what you're working on. You're working on that very hard. Okay. So it looks as though this reading to me is really speaking to your financial foundation, your work, your career, your business, your income, and that sense of independence, financial independence and security. Okay, the Three of Pentacles over there. Okay, you're collaborating. What are you collaborating on here? Okay. So you have the High Priestess confirming the Three of Pentacles. So you really are working on something, but you're keeping it secret. You're not broadcasting it, okay? But you're definitely working on something. You may be collaborating with a group of people or with a person on this endeavor, you're using your intuition to guide you. And especially with the Hangman there, you're definitely using your intuition. But it's nearly as though you know, Leo, you know. Deep inside, you know what to do. You know what's best for you, but you're not telling everybody about it, okay? You're not broadcasting it. You're just working. You're just getting it done, okay? Okay. Why is the Fool in reverse? This reading is going to be a bit longer for you, Leo. You've got too many reverse cards, and I don't want to leave you like this, okay? Yeah. The Fool is in reverse. This person doesn't want to take the leap of faith because, Leo, you feel trapped in your head. You feel trapped. And here you could liberate yourself, but you don't want to. You're all in your head. And all these swords are swords of fear and doubt that may not be real. They may just be, you may just be frightening yourself to death for no reason, okay? And it's stopping you from taking that leap. Where's the Magician here? The Magician, I love to see the Magician, someone that has control over their life and their destiny. They know how to control the elements. Yeah. They know how to manifest their goals in their life. Where's the Magician here? And this is how Leo sees himself, okay? And this is the way you should be seeing yourself, Leo. Not all that trapped mental energy up there. Okay. 2 cards fell out. So the Magician here is trying to manifest change and transformation, okay? However, there's doubt. The Magician has doubt that their ships is going to come in. The Magician has doubts that they can really manifest and achieve their goals. They doubt that they're going to be successful. They doubt that the seeds that they've planted are going to bring a harvest. Okay, I was getting really happy about this one positive card that you had here. But basically, what this card is saying is you can do it, Leo. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your skills. Believe the universe has got your back. I don't like these cards here. But it looks to me what is happening here is you're stuck because a change is inevitable. Yeah, you may also be getting over a broken heart. You may have been in a third-party situation or a situation that had third-party interference. You're healing. You see the heart has got bandages around it, and this may be what's causing all of this doubt. It's causing you to hold back. It's causing you to doubt your abilities, that you can